Hey guys, part two of my Springfield build, the Smoothbore Musket, 69 caliber. Spent the weekend fitting it, trying to get it to go together. Had to do quite a bit of trimming work, some sanding, using the Dremel tool. I'll show you that here in a minute. But this is definitely an intermediate kit because you've got to definitely make some adjustments to the wood to get it to work properly. You got to do it to some of the metal too, the trigger. And I'll show you some pictures of that. Had to trim the trigger down a little bit on the top. It comes as a square and now it looks like a triangle, but it works great. So hope you enjoy the video. Okay, campers, here's the fit for the model 1842 Springfield. I see why they call it an intermediate kit. Nothing fits. I mean, it almost fits. You have to do some work to get it to fit. This still needs to get fitted in, but I'm just doing it right now just to hold the barrel in place so I can show you the progress. The springs here that hold in the barrel bands, the hole is not big enough. None of the holes in this thing are big enough, so you have to be prepared to drill them out a little bit. I had to drill out some holes for the barrel screw and also some of the screws that hold in the trigger guard. Had to drill them out a little bit. But mostly I had to do a little bit of carving, which you'll see here in a little bit. Had to do some carving and some dremeling inside the lock and inside the tang area here and inside the bolster area in here. I think I did a little bit too much right here. You can see a little bit of a gap there. But other than that, it's not too bad. I might be able to fill that in. But it's definitely an intermediate kit. These are the tools that I used. You absolutely, positively have to have a Dremel tool. I used a little tiny triangular file. One of these little screwdrivers for your eyeglasses, a small little chisel, and then I've got these really nice screw bits that are just amazing. I bought a kit of them, and they're perfect for these large screws with the deep recessed slot. These are perfect for that. If you notice, there's no taper on that, so it fits into the screws perfectly so you don't booger them up. But I used two different sizes of that because unfortunately there's two, so you can even see the wear on that one. There's two different sizes of screws. And then this little great device from Home Depot, that was great for doing a lot of the finishing work too on some of the metal. And then the saving grace was my wife's lipstick, which is a Mike Bellevue trick that I'll show you here in a minute. I didn't want to have to wait for inletting black or anything like that, so I just used this and it worked great. All right, so well, you can see how I had to slant the top of the trigger. That was actually a square before I started. I had to file it off because it kept interfering with the sear rod, and I couldn't cock the lock into either half cock or full cock because it was getting in the way. But shaving it off like that works just fine. Well, look what I found on the bottom of the barrel. Stamped on the bottom of the barrel. Army Sport, Italy. Black powder only, caliber 69. I knew it was Army Sport. All right, for the final test to make sure everything works, let's put it in half cock. There it goes, half cock. And we'll put it in full cock. There we go. And then pull the trigger, and it works. Awesome.